When you see your offense inspire other people, Naomi's the big one. We saw her do the speedball kicks.
No, sorry, they're the Naomi kicks now.
Okay, there
If
you go.
anything, she inspired me at this point. She has taken over those kicks.
But I mean, how does it make you feel whenever you see somebody do that? Because I mean, that is again the most watched wrestling television show in the world, and somebody is doing kicks that are inspired by your offense. How does that make you feel?
It feels great. Of
It's
course it
awesome.
does. Two layers to this. I didn't invent those kicks. Like they're
Sure.
a thing. They're a thing in Taekwondo. If you go on YouTube right now and put in Athens Olympic Taekwondo highlights, you will see only those kicks because at the time, at the at those kicks, little multiple scissor kicks, as well as counter spinning hook kicks, were the style at the time for Taekwondo. Taekwondo was 90% of that if you watch it from that era. But Naomi did make a tweet when it happened, and she quote tweeted someone saying, "Those are my belly kicks." And she said, like, "Oh, you know what? I can watch his tapes." So I don't know the official full story. But yes, I thought the kicks were great when she did it. I think Naomi's one of the greatest pro wrestlers on earth right now. I think she's absolutely fantastic. And yes, I want everyone to do what I do. I never have an issue with it.
I love that.
I think it's great, mostly because again, um, I think the discussion of people not trying to do each other's moves, especially in independent wrestling, is very 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 silly,
Mhm.
because like everyone does every moves in terms of like you'll watch a show, an independent show with 10, 12 matches or whatever, with 1,000 moves on it. Someone's going to do something similar. If you do a double underhook pile driver and want to make sure that everyone's unique, but someone else does a double underhook suplex and or powerbomb. Like it's all the same. What matters a lot more is how you make the move yours and the story you tell behind it, and how you tease the move and how you make it yours and how you get in and out of it within the match matters a lot more than the move itself. Because to a majority of people that watch wrestling, especially people who watch wrestling for the first time, which to me is the people that are the most important to impress, a guy picks up another guy and drops him on his head. Kind of all looks the same.
Yeah.
He
I,
jumped, spun, and kicked him.
where I threw up my hands, one time I tweeted during Raw, I'm like, wow, this was a great suplex from this person. And a person who hadn't wrestled in decades, who used to do that, and it wasn't their finish, was like, they didn't even ask me. They didn't do anything. And I was like, you, what? It's a suplex. People do them all the time.
Especially when it's a real thing, when it's a real move that happens. I don't know.
Yes.
I'm just glad no one in the UFC gets mad at each other for both winning their fights with rear naked chokes.
Yes.